And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
Okay, there seems to be a controversy over how many space jumps Felix Baumgartner performed. The fact of the matter is he performed 2 test jumps and he performed 1 official space jump, which was televised on mainstream media. What I'm going to be showing you is the difference between the test jump and the televised jump from mainstream media. So let's start out with a test jump, which you can find at redbullstratos.com.
So here we are, we're in Roswell, New Mexico, in Mission Control, Red Bull Stratos, manned flight 1.
Beginning to insert Felix, and he should be in about 20 minutes.
I had to work a lot to understand the system, understand engineering, and understand how the capsule works and the suit works and what's waiting up there.
Well, you let me know when you're ready to go and we'll start this ride going. Godspeed, Felix. We're going to have fun on this one.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Here we go, buddy. Here we go. How about that, buddy? How about that? We're on our way, Felix.
Okay, now let's have a look at the official televised space jump, which was aired on mainstream media, and see if you guys notice anything different.
But let's get right to that record-shattering leap by Felix Baumgartner. It captivated the country, and ABC's Ryan Owens covered it all from the launch site in Roswell, New Mexico. Good morning, Ryan.
Good morning to you, George. Boy, was this something to see or what? We watched him leave from here. I think everyone was holding their breath. He took that capsule with the daredevil known as Fearless Felix aboard 2.5 hours to reach the edge of space. Dangling from a 55-story balloon, the 43-year-old Austrian peacefully soared 24 miles above the New Mexico desert. That's 4 times higher than most passenger jets fly. On the way up, he hears a single voice. 84-year-old Joe Kittinger.
Okay, here we go.
The only other man who knows what it's like to free fall from more than 100,000 feet.
Okay, Felix, from now on it gets really serious.
With Felix at 128,000 feet above planet Earth, it's Kittinger who tells him it's time to open the capsule door.
There it is. There's the world out there.
Suddenly his legs are hanging out.
Release seatbelt.
Felix is slow to respond to some commands. Kittinger is worried the lack of pressure may be affecting him.
Okay, do you read me, Felix, on the communications?
Finally, a thumbs up. He disconnects himself from the capsule and puts his hands on the railing.
Our guardian angel will take care of you.
With that, Felix dove.
And Felix is back to Earth safely, the new world record holder.
Mission accomplished. As Felix was standing there at the edge of space, he said something. It was difficult to understand because of transmission. He was so far up. But here's what he actually said. Here's the quote. "I know the whole world is watching. I wish the whole world could see what I see. Sometimes you have to go up really high to understand how small you are."
Okay, we're not disputing Felix making the jump because he truly did make the jump. He's truly a badass. But here's what we want to take a look at. Now, in the test footage, they use standard lens cameras, which shows, what things actually truly look like. As you can see here in the background, the horizon is flat. It's straight as far as you can see, even at eye level, even at that altitude. And if you don't believe that, now let's take a look at the real live test footage. As you can see, the same here. Flat horizon, straight, at eye level, even at that altitude. Now, check this out. On the televised jump, they changed the cameras to a wide-angle fisheye lens, which automatically curves the horizon. Automatically. That's the point of this whole video. That's the point of this whole thing. When they show you anything from a high altitude that's televised on mainstream media, they automatically use a wide-angle lens, a fisheye lens, to make the Earth look curved. And here we go. You can see it here on the televised jump. So my point is, when they televise something that's going to be broadcast on mainstream media, they always use the wide-angle fisheye lens camera to make you see a round Earth. And if you don't believe me, I'll let your mainstream astrophysicist scientist, Neil deGrasse Tyson, explain it to you.
And that dude who jumped out of a perfectly good balloon, what's his name? Felix Baumgartner. He would have been about 2 millimeters above the surface of this globe. That's his edge of space jump. Now, you know, I don't. It's fine. He wants to. I don't have a problem if he does it, but the honesty of it would greatly diminish what I think people thought he was actually doing. And not only that, they made sure to photograph him standing there with a really wide-angle lens, which curves horizontal lines. Right. So in the photo, you see this curvature of Earth's surface, and he said, "Wow, he's in space. Look at that." No, he's not. That stuff is flat. And then I showed examples of wide-angle lenses curving horizontal. I tweeted that.
You did.
But I don't want to be a spoiled, curmudgeon or anything. I just wanted to put. I don't. There's so much to actually be impressed with. I don't want you to be distracted by things that are not. That's all I'm trying to say.
Excellent.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, so you just heard your own mainstream scientists tell you cannot see the curvature of the Earth from 128,000 feet. So all you globers that claim you've seen the curvature of the Earth from an airplane, which is 4 times lower in altitude, you just got made look stupid. Now, I've got one more thing to point out and prove in this video. Listen to what the news reporter says about being able to hear Felix Baumgartner at that height.
As Felix was standing there at the edge of space, he said something. It was difficult to understand because of transmission. He was so far up.
Okay, the reporter stated it was difficult to understand transmission because he was so far up in 2012 at 128,000 feet. But yet, in 1969, 50 years ago, we could understand transmission from 238,000 miles away on the moon.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Oh, that looks beautiful from radio. It has a stark beauty all its own. It's like much of the high desert of the United States.
I rest my case. Thanks for watching, and God bless.
And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.